So you're moving here to the Dayton area and considering moving here to Beavercreek, and you're wondering what are the pros and what are the cons of living in the Beavercreek area? Well, in this video, my team and I came up with the top 5 pros and top 5 cons for living in Beavercreek. And you want to stick around to the end because the number 5 pro might make or break your decision of moving to Beavercreek. So stay tuned. What's up everybody, this is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group right here in Dayton, Ohio. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. As a military veteran of 14 years and now a military spouse, I've moved tons of places. And every time I moved somewhere, there was always such a lack of information of where to move to and what to anticipate. That's why we created this channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Honestly, we get tons of phone calls, emails, and texts from people that are moving to this area or potentially moving to this area. They have some questions, they need some help, and well, we absolutely love it. So if you are moving to this area, you got some questions, need some help, give us a call, text, email, heck, shoot us a little paper airplane. Whatever you need to do, we got your back when moving here to the Beavercreek and Dayton area. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons of Beavercreek. Some things about Beavercreek that you should know is that its location is just east of downtown Dayton and it's just south of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. It's got a decent sized population of about 46,600 as of the date of this video in 2020. All right. So let's go over the cons. Let's just get that out of the way. How's that sound, all right? Okay, all right, number 1 con for living in Beavercreek is, well, it gets cold. What else would you expect in living in Ohio? But yes, it does get cold in the winter. Your average temps can go from anywhere between 36 to 21 degrees to 51 to 32 degrees in the winter time. And of course, that's Fahrenheit. All right, also it does get overcast when it does get the winter time, like a lot. I've fallen to the seasonal depression as it goes up there, but there is good news, all right? It's not all doom and gloom here. There are lots of great things like breweries that are around here to brighten up your mood. You've got great restaurants, tons of good places to go. If you want some suggestions of what's out there, you can check out our other video, which is the best restaurants in Dayton video. So check it out on our channel. All right, so number 2 con is we have, well, the cost of housing is just a little bit higher, all right? Your average sale price is around $250,000 for a single family home. That's a high of all the way up to $842,000 and a low of $66,000. And that place, I don't know, is probably gutted. All right, if you're looking to rent in this area, your average rent's gonna be around $1,202 per month. Now, if you're wondering how that kind of stacks up, your national average is around $184,700 for a single family home. And if you're looking to rent, your average rent is going to be $949 per month. And now that's just the national average. Okay. All right. Number 3 con is, well, the taxes. Yes, we all have to pay taxes. Well, in Beavercreek, you have 3 different things that you need to take a look at. You have your property taxes that's collected by Greene County. You've got your sales taxes that are collected by the state of Ohio. And of course, you have your Ohio residents that have to pay state income tax. If you're not a resident, don't got to worry about that. Okay, so let's really concentrate on the first 2. The property taxes. So if you do own property, which I totally suggest that you do, you're looking at a rate somewhere in Beavercreek between 1.95% to 2.17% of appraised value. That's not what you purchased your house at. That's appraised value from the auditor that's going out to check that out. So what's that really mean? How's that translate, Tim? Well, I'm glad you asked. In the city of Beavercreek, which is the higher of those two rates that I was just talking to you about, if you purchased a house, or rather had it tax appraised for $162,730, you'd be looking at your yearly or annual taxes of about $3,529.42. Now that's annually. In Ohio, they actually collect your taxes twice a year. So you'll have one in the January timeframe and then July, all right? It's actually due June 30th, but I could do a whole video on taxes and how they do it in Ohio, because blows my mind. All right, anyway, you also have sales tax, and currently it's about 6.75% for your sales tax. Okay, so let's move on to number 4 con, which is, well, there's not a whole lot of professional jobs in the Beavercreek area. At least that's what it has appeared. Most jobs in Beavercreek seem to be more commercial and retail. However, with access to the great highway systems and being only minutes away from the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, your ideal job really isn't that far away. Okay, number 5 con is, well, the houses in this area are pretty dated. So let's kind of look at the numbers there. About 72% are single-family homes in Beavercreek. 29% of those were built between 1940 and 1969. Now, 45% of those homes were built between 1970 to 1999. And then about 25% of those were built after 2000. Now we have about 39% are 3 bedrooms and 29% are 4 bedrooms. So I can't say that this is necessarily a con, it's really more or less the preference of what you're looking for. Okay, now we got that over, let's talk about the pros, all right? So the pros of living in Beavercreek, let's go on number 1. First things first is there's tons of stuff to do. You got great shopping and restaurants. You've got the mall at Fairfield Commons. You've got the Greene with lots of things to go out and do. And if it's not there, it's within close proximity. Number 2 is the Dayton highway system and how you have access to 675, which means that you're about 15 to 30 minutes away from pretty much anything that you want to go see in the Dayton area. So everything's really close. The highway systems are phenomenal. I even mentioned them during our cons, but really it's a pro. So really, really impressed, and I think you will be too with the highway systems in Dayton. All right, number 3 pro is, well, there's 25 green spaces in parks just in Beavercreek. All right, you can enjoy the publicly maintained parks and green spaces, great for your friends and your families. It's for tons of stuff to do. I mean, they've got tennis courts, you've got playground for the kids. There's even a tree house at one of these parks. It was pretty cool. You got, of course, picnic areas. You got fishing ponds, even a place to play disc golf. So if you've never done that, or if you're an adamant frother, whatever you want to call that, there's some great places for you to go out to do that. And of course, there's plenty of places for you to go out and walk and bike. That's really just a general thing about the Dayton area, is there's lots of places and sidewalks for you to go and roam about. All right, number 4 pro is there's great schools, all right? The entire area in Beavercreek has been rated an A for their school systems. They got great programs, especially for kids with disabilities, and really great for advanced education in your primary school system. Also, once they get out of there, there are 3 colleges in the nearby city. All right, last but not least, number 5 pro is the low crime rate and just friendly people in Beavercreek. The crime rate is rated a B+, and it is 21% safer than other communities just nationwide. Also, mentioning violent crime in Beavercreek, it's actually 82% lower than the national average, so super safe. Plus, you also have your proximity to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which means that the populace is very diverse with a large amount of active duty military and veterans that really take care of their houses and really love to take care of their community by and large. So that's all that we have for you for the pros and cons of living in Beavercreek. If you have any questions about anything that we mentioned here, please leave them here in the comments below. If there's something else that we left out that you really, really liked about Beavercreek, again, go ahead and leave them here in the comments below. And if you are moving to Beavercreek or any of the surrounding areas, and you have some questions, need some help, again, give us a call, text, email. We'll be happy to help out any way that we can. Again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty, and we'll see you in our next video. Take care.